Yeah.
What's really good, people? I'm AXEL Holy.
I'm the flying
This
monk.
is the Moretime podcast.
More time is more time. You know how we do out
And
here.
today, we're exploring the unknown.
The aliens are here.
Take it back.
The invasion.
Yes, UFOs have been spotted among us.
You know what I'm saying? Well, they've been spotted for years and years, isn't it, really? But now they're starting to, you know what I'm saying, confirm cases.
Exactly that. So not even just confirmed cases, but they're openly talking about it, governments, and all the rest of it. It's all a bit mad, isn't it? Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know how I feel.
There's a lot of the thing is with government is they half the time they don't know what their people are doing. There's a lot of black ops, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What would you call it? Like not like secret missions, but you know what I mean? Like
missions,
ones,
bruv, like
ones
agendas.
That, oh my
Someone's
God.
got an agenda over here.
And no matter how high up you are up in the government, you know, when you try to access the computer and it's like, file denied.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have the fucking...
When Jeff Bezos decides he wants something done, it's getting done, and ain't nothing no one can tell, man.
Well, man just can't access these things, you know what I'm saying? If you, no matter how you could be Donald Trump in the presidency, but you can go on the computer, but you can't access certain things, you know what I mean? Like, I bet the army do shit the gov don't even know about, you know what I mean? Secret operations.
Yeah.
You know, like how they got them black spots where the feds can take you, and they don't have to declare they got you, and they don't have to say where you are, and they could just interrogate you forever, how long they want. You know what I mean? That type of shit.
100%. I'm with you. So what do you reckon is going on at the... For me, I don't feel like the government tell us nothing unless they got an agenda behind telling us.
Yeah, I feel like they only tell you when they think they got it locked, innit? And they think they've got a way to well, they're just ahead of you, innit? So say if they give you a pistol, they've got fucking heat-seeking missiles. You know what I'm saying? But they're not gonna give you the pistol until they got the heat-seeking missile.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean by that? Like, they're not gonna give you the flying car until they got some fucking drone that could just lick you out.
The phase shifting teleporter,
yeah. You know what
fuck your flying car.
They're not gonna give you
a bomb
the same
into your fucking front room, bad.
You know what I'm saying? The tech they've got, the secret tech, the shit they've been like. Think what we've got here as civilians is crazy. Like iPhones and fucking, you know what I mean? Teslas and fucking,
bro, like
all kinds of things. You know what I mean?
Run it back 20 years. What man are walking around with in our hands is crazy.
But they had the iPhone tech back then. Do you get what I mean? When they were giving us 3310s, you know they had iPhones and that in the laboratories.
Something else going on somewhere else, isn't it? Yeah.
And they have to know how to package these things and make it like...
Now, here's the other thing. Here's the other question, right? Do you think that these things have all of the things that we have in our lives? Do you think they are derived from alien technologies that they found, broken it down, found out how to work it? First of all, found out how powerful it is, decided to give us a much more watered down version to make profits, or
like backwards engineered it. There's two possibilities. Yeah, these UFOs and unidentified fucking things out there. It's either boom, aliens crash, get some of the tech, or they tell us a little something, like there have been like Anunnaki and fucking Egyptian gods, and you know what I mean, all described as coming down, giving man knowledge, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Prometheus gave man fire, innit? And then God was pissed that he done that. But fire don't have to mean fire, and you know what I mean? It's all
electricity. It could be the way to harness electricity. Rare
or
tear
just
tear.
fire as in
Light.
like, yeah, you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Just knowledge in that way. You
Because
know what I mean? It don't have to be a fire
no,
fire. You know what I
this
mean?
is the thing, isn't it? Because obviously,
So that's one.
yeah,
Or two is it's us. You know what I mean? But
future
we're
us.
future us, but not future us. Like, yeah, future us in a way.
Here's the
It could be
question, right? Here's the question. Before we get onto the future and alternative realities debate, right? Do,
before that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before that, do you believe first of all in the concept of outer space? That's just a simple
Yeah,
yes or no for now,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And within that concept, do you believe that we are the only intelligent life form within that supposed infinite realm?
The question answers itself, innit? It's infinite possibilities, and if it is what they
Bro,
say,
but like my point, I'm not even my point. What I'm asking is like, because within that whole talk of it being, I think there's no way in hell's name, yeah, that if space is space, what we're being told about it and what it represents and how big it is, how many galaxies and universes lay inside it,
mm,
there is no way in mathematical possibility that we are the only intelligent life form in that. It
yeah.
makes no
But
sense.
what they're saying is we are in the perfect place, as in distance from a star to get the heat. Do you get
No,
what I
I get
mean? Like
that, but I'm
hang
saying
on.
if
The
there's
gravitational pulls by all the other planets and stuff to keep the Earth where it is, like all the moon adding gravity to the
yeah,
ocean.
yeah.
You know what I
But
mean? Shit
I'm
like
saying
that. Everything's in a perfect place. But I'm saying,
within infinite
but
possibility,
this
we
is what
can't
I'm
be the
getting
only
to.
one with the perfect da 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 da.
This is what I'm
That's a
getting to.
one in a triple billion fucking chance.
That might be there might be a one in quadrupling. You know what I mean? Some fucking Googleplex number of possibilities that
Just from the
there's
amount of
living.
life forms that there are on this planet alone, I can't get with it. Can't get with it being the only
No,
place.
it's retarded. It's retarded if you think
It's
like that anyway, because
nuts.
you're you're then answering a question with a fact, as in like you're talking factually when it's not a question that can be answered
No, it
factually.
can't. But even
Because
mathematically,
no, I mean when people say like, "Oh, we're the only life forms,
oh yeah, yeah.
intelligent life form," like there's no way that can be
No way you
possible.
can just out and out
If
say
you're saying what space, if you're saying what space
yeah.
is, and that's infinite, and then that's not even getting into multiverses
See,
and
this is where I wanted to go to next, right? Because that shit spins me. But
but this
I
is what
think
I'm saying is
that's there's way more tangible evidence to even suggest that that's real. Yeah, that we experience everyday life. We experience the like deja vu's, um, apparition, i.e., see ghosts and shit like.
the Nelson Mandela
Yeah,
effect.
that as well.
Uh,
I mean,
bare different shits. And when you're messing around with the Hadron Collider and just smashing particles into each other, you could be distorting realities. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
we don't know what we're doing, but that's a whole nother conversation,
No,
really.
of
Like,
course,
but
of
I'm just saying
course.
that element adds to the size of the universe. Like,
But
it's
it
not. There's many
does it
planes.
or does it add to it or does it shrink it?
I mean, as a human,
As a human, it
there's
shrinks it.
this as a human, these concepts we're playing with are barely understandable. Do you get what I
Yeah,
mean? So the vastness is so
but
vast. There's
see
no
when
point.
I'm looking at multiverse theory or whatever they present to, right?
Yeah,
It seems like it's an idea to maintain the illusion that we are alone because it almost almost satisfies the urge of needing to know of of more because
I'll-
you're looking at
yeah,
your own world and you're like, oh, right, is this? Oh no, there's infinite possibilities of what everything
it's
could
layers and
be,
layers
and there's
upon
probably a perfect version. Oh, like all of that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, or the version of you that took the different path.
exactly.
There's all, like that Jet Li film, the one where he has to go around killing all the Jet
Yeah,
Lis
yeah,
to get
yeah, yeah,
stronger,
yeah, yeah,
and he gets stronger. He gets their life
yeah,
force. I
bro.
think that
I
could be
think that
like
shit's
that
real.
concept
Yeah,
there. I think that's real. That concept there is too
yeah.
real. Like I think your energy is split
All
between
the different versions of you.
and all the different like whatever. That's why I think you know what I
Yeah,
mean. Consciousness is more than what people
I
think.
fuck
You know
with
what I
that,
mean?
man. This is what I'm saying. There's bare times where I'm having a deja vu about some shit, and I'd rather know that I've never been to this place. Or do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen. I've had it. I've had it where I've had dreams, and I like the dreams from like for 25 years ago
yeah,
or something, and the things just happening
yeah,
now. Do
yeah,
you get
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
And now the dream's making sense. Like, oh shit.
Raw.
So yeah, like what? Oh, so it could be a thing where everything's planned out already, and but this is the thing. When you start delving into these subjects,
This
you
is the
could
thing.
just. But if we're talking aliens, yeah, and we're talking the two options I think are plausible, is that well, three. There's the future us theory that we keep evolving, but obviously time's not
Yeah.
linear, innit?
And
We think
this
time's
version
linear
of
because how we
Earth,
perceive
this
it.
version of Earth is like a holiday park for them, man. Like they're like, yo, we was bugging back then, like coming to
You know what I'm
Earth, we
saying?
just smoked some mad like fucking toxic weed, like that gives you brain damage and that. That's what they were doing back in them
Or
times.
just doing shit. They probably like it'd be a future us where like we don't even eat no
That's what I'm
more. We're
saying.
just
They're
a
coming back
fucking
to observe
we ain't
what
got
the
no
fuck this shit
stomach, no
is.
fucking
We're just a brain in a jar, like.
yeah, you know what I mean? We've perfected that style and procreate and shit, so you don't even need to have fucking genitals and that. You know what I mean? No, but you get
Man
what I
said
mean. That's the whole purpose
genitals.
of. Nah, but we're talking
No, I know we're having
scientifical,
so
innit?
yeah,
Yeah.
we're pontificating out
Yeah,
here.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Man can't just be out here slanging
Things.
fucking dick around and that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Trying to talk real
Yeah.
shit. But yeah, like if we're talking from a species, living organism type thing, you need if you don't procreate, you don't need them things, innit?
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm with you.
Like I'm pretty
Asexual.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like Barbie dolls and that, when they ain't got no fucking things and
Yeah.
that. That's how humans are
Yeah,
gonna be.
bro.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
and when we get to that stage as well, we probably won't even look like this
Nah,
because
we'll be
yeah,
aware
because
of
we
that,
don't need to, because we're like we don't need to
and we'll
look
be just.
like a human, because what is that
We'll
now?
be,
We are conscious.
you know what I mean?
I don't know.
And we'll just be hanging around in environments with no gravity, so your bones will go to
Yeah.
jelly.
Well,
You know what I
there's
mean?
that.
Like
You ever seen
you're
Wally?
yeah,
Yeah, where the
yeah,
man them are all on like mobility scooters and
fat and thing.
that.
But I mean, like
Yeah.
that to the next degree where you've just spent, like when like whales used to be on land, didn't it?
Okay, right,
Like the
right.
creature that evolved into the whale used to be a land
Yeah, yeah.
animal, innit? And then as soon as it touches water, after like a couple million years and that, it can now no longer
Right.
go on the
See,
land,
listen,
innit?
right.
Do you
I
get
get
what
what
I'm
you're
saying?
saying, right? But
So we could be
I
future
don't know
us that
how
are
I feel
all.
about evolution. I don't know how I feel about it.
That's another subject. I don't think we know
No,
anything.
that's
I
what I'm
think
saying. I'm not saying I
we have
know,
a good
but
understand. No,
yeah.
no, no, no. I don't think. I mean, human beings in general. I
I
don't think
think that
we we
evolution
we.
is scam. I don't know why.
I think parts of it are true, but I don't think it's the main all being theory in it. It doesn't. It doesn't.
My only
It doesn't answer everything. That's all I'm saying.
there's like even just
But anyway, back to the alien
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, is either future us, yeah, or um, yeah, it's another intelligent life form, and they've come here through thousands of years, give man little bits of knowledge here and there. Like the film
Yeah, yeah,
Prometheus,
yeah, yeah.
and they're disappointed in man. So the first one is the flood, and in the Bible
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that the great flood where he killed all the giants and fucking cyclopses and that, all these preposterous things. With the flood, and Noah survived on his little boat and that, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that theory. There's I mean, or
Yo, like, listen,
it's,
I just,
it's future us
I
with
just
my
think,
tech, and we're just
I
fucking
think
about.
Noah
Or
wasn't even one of us. You get me? I think he was one of them as well.
I don't think
And I
none
don't
of
think
them.
the ark. I don't think
were
the
any of
ark
us,
was
man.
really a boat. I don't think they put all the animals.
Yeah, that's what
And
basically it is, and that's the Prometheus
one of
thing.
my theories, yeah. I don't know if you've seen that. I can't remember what it's called now, but the Ute from the newest Star Wars emotional, fucking Skylo Ren or whatever.
Oh yeah, the one who's meant to be a fake Vader.
Yeah, yeah, Fader, man, that Fader, yeah, right.
Man
Basically,
like Faker,
he,
man like Faker, you know.
he he's
touching niggas with your hands.
Darth Faker and that.
he was in he's in this film called 66 BC or something. No, but this film is low key. It's one of the theories floating around about Earth, yeah. And I had the same thought, right? That, you know, if you look at Earth just in general, right? The only things that really don't seem like they should be here is us.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
That's why we're fucking killing everything and destroying everything. You know
Weed
what
it
I'm
back,
saying?
yeah. This film is about humans, yeah, not being from Earth. They're from some other planet far away, and they're looking for colonies. Yeah, they find this place. Yeah, they come down. Boom! Oh, it's perfect. Rotted. All of a sudden, man, it's overwhelmed by dinosaurs and shit. It's dinosaurs everywhere, right?
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
have to fucking find their escape pod and leave. But then as they're leaving, the comet comes and smashes up Earth, right? I don't believe there was a comet. I think it was the people, the ancient fucking humans, yeah?
Anunnaki.
Whoever the Ras Clark came, found the place, was like, yo, this is cold, yeah? Seen the dinosaurs and like, rah, I don't know about all of this. Left, dropped the A-bomb, yeah? Knowing full well what it meant, and they'd be like, yeah, boom. By the time we go back to our planet and come back with everybody else, this place will be like, you know, all the clouds and all that shit will be gone and life would start running again, yeah? But we've terraformed it. We've terraformed it. We've wiped out the apex predator so that when we get there, we are the apex predator.
Yeah, I know that theory. I know, like that's plausible as well.
Because even when we're talking like gods and rare if you've got technology that's capable of traveling light speeds, it's capable of fucking terraforming a fucking planet.
Yeah, but when you're talking gods, you don't need none of that shit. You just think this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But in terms of
alien.
Huh?
You mean in terms of like alien?
Well, in terms of anybody with a lower understanding of anything, that's kind of where a lot of terminology of gods and magic come from in the first place, I believe. If someone flies down, like, say you're
alien,
yeah, say you're a caveman, yeah, just doing your thing, smashing shit and that, or even further on, say you're in the medieval times and someone just floats down. They might look exactly like you, yeah, but with some differences because they're from a place with like good healthcare and do you know what I mean? So man are glowing with health.
Man said healthcare,
bro.
man.
Like think about it. They're from a time and place and technology where illness don't exist. Whereas you man in these medieval places, yeah, are still dying from chicken pox, bruv. So that you're not looking as healthy. So you may be the same species almost, yeah. But these men are glowing because they got health.
I was watching one thing and they can engineer. Once they figure out what gene is responsible for what, because of you know, like we got a tailbone and that, they can switch that gene on and you can grow a tail.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you can manipulate a human.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly.
Crazily.
Exactly.
So you can make a human grow a tail.
And they're probably from a time where genetic engineering is like the one.
Yeah, of course. But think if you need to get, I think humans are like the canvas of aliens, isn't it? We're like the plain canvas, and if you need to take us to a different planet,
What,
then you
like in
just
Mies, like like in on Wii when you're setting up your Mii. Yeah, you
yeah,
get your basic done.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and like
But say,
see,
all
that's
right,
what I think is probably
say if you went to I don't know, you was an alien thing and you needed these workers to work on different terrains, planets and shit.
yeah, yeah.
There's one with bare water. All right, then what we do, we just get the basic human. We switch on the like, like man used to grow like web toes and web fingers and that. People still do that to this day. You get people born with web toes. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, yeah.
People born with 6 fingers. People born with 3 legs. You know what I mean? There's endless possibilities of a human, like what your genes can make you. So if they, I don't know, grew you a tailbone, now you can glide through the water and shit. You got fucking webbed hands. You know what I mean? Now you're
Cool, mad.
accustomed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's just by manipulating genes, isn't it?
yeah.
Like even with this cloning thing and putting glow in the dark cells from an octopus into puppies, and now these puppies glow in the dark. Have you seen that?
No.
They've done better this shit with cloning. They've done better this shit. You can literally just splice genes together, innit?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. At this point, where we're at with it
And
is literally like just mix and match, man,
we're
and
at
do what
basic
they want.
knowledge. You know what I mean? We're at the basic start of that shit, but we're doing mazzolines
I
out
don't
here
even think
making
we are.
fucking
I think that's the myth, yeah. Because I remember when I was in school and they cloned that sheep,
sheep. Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was a
No, I
long
watched it.
time ago.
No,
Like,
but I watched a documentary on the guy, some Japanese guy in it, and
yeah,
he's responsible for all this cloning. Like,
yeah, bruv.
I remember I told you, he said dogs were hard to clone because we've been breeding them
Oh
so
yeah, their
fucked up.
genetics are
They're
smashed to
yeah,
pieces.
smashed to pieces. It's hard to
That's why
fucking
they're
clone
always
a
just
dog.
looking at you like.
You know what I mean? They're just gone. They're not even here. Just you know what I mean?
Just
But
looking pretty. There ain't nothing going on behind the eyes.
especially the little dogs with the like
Oh,
bulging
fam.
eyes and that. Them things ain't
Their
there, bro.
brain is pressing against the back of their eyes
Smush.
and that, like,
Ren and Stimpy brains and that.
fucked.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucked. Chihuahua.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing, bro. With this thing, so yeah, you could do it with that, because that's what Prometheus, the film, like Alien and
Yeah,
Prometheus
yeah,
and that.
yeah, yeah. That's where
That's the concept.
David started doing that at the end, taking I forget the name of the alien, but he was taking their genes, putting
the
it
end,
into the human thing and that.
yeah, and making hybrids and
Yeah.
thing, yeah. But before that, you had the engineers, these tall like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
grey dons, the grey dons. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
These
yeah,
tall
yeah.
grey dons, and they fucking. And at the start of the film, he drinks this black liquid.
Yeah. Turns
He's on
himself
Earth.
into one.
Into the he just disperses into the water in it, and then from that little organisms are born, and then eventually you get to like so he
Oh,
like the
he,
engineers
you.
seed life their planet. That's
Woo!
what they do on these
Okay,
engineers.
okay.
And then in Alien, David, the one that is doing the thing, he flies off to another planet, and it's bare like engineer type looking heads, but
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
just
yeah.
more like
And he
they
drops
look
the
more
bomb on
human.
them. Like,
Yeah, you know who
yeah,
drops the bomb on
yeah.
them? They're basically humans on a different planet.
Mad.
So what they're saying in that is the engineers are us, innit?
Yeah.
We're like dead
We're
versions of
spawned
them.
from them rather than we are
And
us.
and they created us on Earth, and then we just keep fucking it up, innit?
Yeah.
So they sent down Jesus Christ, who's one of them, so an
Yeah, yeah.
engineer, and we called him Jesus, and he was, or even they took one of us, taught us everything, brought us back to teach the world, and then we killed him, put him on a cross, and that.
Yeah.
That's the theory in the film.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah, yeah.
But I think it could be shit like that, bro. There could be like other life forms that make life on other places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, that's we're skipping about here
yeah,
and
yeah,
there and that.
wilding. Should we jump
delving in.
into the
Bro, we're 45 minutes in and ain't even got into the main thing. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing with aliens.
delving into the unknowing?
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? You can go anywhere with this shit. But fuck it. Let's get into
The
it, man.
video, yeah. Oh fuck, I haven't even.
That's all right. Do your thing. Cue that up. But yeah, I don't know what that's the thing. To think to have a good idea, you must think innit?
Yeah.
I don't know shit, so I don't
If you want to
even.
break into tech, this is your
There's
chance.
endless
Master
possibilities
School
with
has
this
an
shit,
online
but I do
data
think there
analytics
is other things. I sneakily think it's just us, man, just fucking around. This is just control, innit? I think man just been doing this forever. Even in Egypt and thing, you know what I'm saying? Just baffle the people. Like, if you want to control the world, as in the human race, and that, you need to be way above, way ahead of everyone else, innit? You know, like 10 steps ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I just think it might be them, and they might have had this tech for a while, because I know Hitler was making UFOs, and well, not UFOs, but anti-gravity fucking orbs.
Bro, like, all I know
So they could have
is,
made that back then, and then just been flying around these things, just testing them out, and it could be that.
yeah, exactly. Man could have just heaved that off of the Hitler dons back in war times.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
man. Right,
yeah,
let me I'm gonna have a coffee real quick. I've teed up the film, the vid to 41 minutes. Yeah, so
yeah. All right. But yeah, people, that's what I'm talking about. If you're watching, make sure you like, subscribe, all of the good stuff. We're just here throwing ideas around, and we're gonna get into the video shortly of the UFO hearing. 3 witnesses testify at a hearing on UFOs and UAPs. So I'm guessing UAPs is just tech that we don't know about, innit? Like undisclosed tech, I guess. And then UFOs is what it says on the tin, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's many different ways of, well, not ways, there's many different theories and ideas of what this shit could be. You know, like people thought shit was a UFO and it was like a balloon, you know what I mean? Like some science experiments with like all different types of things. It could be just mundane things, could be like a bird flying at a certain angle and all these things flies past a camel mad, and you think, what the fuck's that? But the things they're talking about here are more they're moving at G forces, they're moving at G forces that the human body can't take, and you know what I'm saying? So it's unlikely to be anything like, I was just saying, innit? You know, some of these cases could be like a weather balloon or something. My man go, oh my god, it's an alien. You know what I mean? Or it could be a video of a bird flying past a camera at a certain angle or something.
yeah.
And it makes it look like an alien, innit? Or
Yeah.
a UFO.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the things they're talking about here aren't that, because of how the way these objects are moving. And if you put a human body inside an object moving like that, it would just turn to fucking smush, innit? Because the G forces, to stop on a dime, yeah, to be going Mach 4, like 4,000 miles an hour one way, to stop dead.
Yeah, your whole shit is
and
just
go
gonna
straight up and go straight in another direction.
Yeah.
And be able to like hover and vibrate, like just in the air, pulsating.
Unless there's just
like,
some
you can't
mad,
do that
unless
shit.
there's just some mad technology
And that's what
that
I'm
allows
thinking.
man to be even inside of that. You get me?
They don't even need people inside of them.
Well, that's the other question.
Or even if it was aliens, do they need to put themselves in them things?
The other
Or could
question.
they just be up in the fucking space?
Drones,
and just shoot
like,
yeah, like their versions of drones,
yeah, which
but
are
they're
cold.
just green. Cold. You know what I'm saying? Orbs that just can go anywhere, anything.
Kill the shit
in
out
the
of
sea.
you, man.
Yeah, just, you know what I mean? Just play fucking sounds. You know, the deaf sound and that vibrations that just turn you into mush.
Have a look at this this video.
Drop the thing, man. Let's see what these government heads are talking about. You know what I mean?
There, can you see it on my screen?
Yeah.
Cool. 41 minutes in, is that where you going from?
I'm 41-21, innit? Cool.
Aggressive behaviors.
Much of the data that I would recommend be analyzed would consist of radar data that would provide precise kinematics on the object, as well as the fleet of objects that were operating nearby.
Okay, and follow up in regards to the reporting procedures.
Just let me know when you want to stop
had
it.
addressed on, as well as Representative Burchett. With the FAA, to your understanding, pilots that are seeing this commercial airline pilots, are they receiving?
They're talking about anything like just each point, innit?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. All right. Well,
what's
but
this
anytime you
gal
hear
is,
something that you want to talk about, just say stop as
yeah,
well. Yeah.
Cease and desist letters from corporations for coming forward with information in regards to safety for potential airline passengers.
I have been made privy to conversations with commercial aviators who have received cease and desist orders.
So the American public should know that corporations are putting their own reputations on the basic, not the line, but ahead of the safety of the American people. And
All right, hold on, right? Can you see Donnie behind her? Not the one.
just large.
Yeah,
He's
laughing.
an alien, fam. Alien, fam. These niggas are here, man.
This is what I'm saying. It's all a bit like, all right.
That's what makes me think it's aliens, because everything's too strange.
It's always
bro,
some
and
weird times. But
it's weird times, and shit's just weird. Like, people are just too easy to control. Like, this must be some psychic shit. Like, they must be doing some mind games on people. Cause
let's go. Let's keep going into it anyway. The minor point, but I'm just finding it weird. Like every time she said, because what she's saying sounds quite serious. Oh yeah, like commercial airlines have been given cease and desist orders because they've been obviously privy to witnessing certain situations, etc. Right?
You know what
and
I mean?
my mum finds it funny that that's being admitted by Duke over there. So like, right, let's go.
And I think, would you agree with that statement?
It appears so.
Okay. And I guess this would be my last, I'm out of time. I yield.
What?
I'll be back.
What?
Good. Mr. Moskowitz.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Gentlemen, let's talk about the laws of physics for a second. Mr. Graves and Commander Favor, I heard you talk about speed. When those objects broke the sound barrier, did they make a sonic boom?
I was in a jet. You can't hear anything.
So pause it
It's kinda
there.
loud in
Pause it there. That's mad.
Yeah.
If he now says they did not make a sonic boom, they're fucking with the laws of physics, fam.
Yeah, yeah.
Because anything that goes past a certain speed creates a sonic boom, innit?
Yep.
That's when you break the sound barrier. So if these objects are going faster than that, but they're not leaving no traces behind, that means they're almost phasing through
Reality.
Reality, but like
As in the ether of the fucking universe, yeah, like particles.
the fabric.
Yeah,
the fabric. They're not moving through them. They're moving, like the particles are moving around it.
Yeah.
They're shifting.
They're just opening up a gateway.
Or they're just
in reality.
Holding
the place.
closing.
So they open the one side there, open the other side here, instantaneously, move there, bang. That's crazy.
But or they're moving the fabric, so they're not actually moving.
Yeah.
Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of moving quicker to get to the distance, they're just closing the distance.
Yeah.
So they don't even have to move.
Yeah.
Really, like in the way we think.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
They're not manipulating the particles around them.
Yeah, and the fabric of space and time, like that's crazy. Because if you're not leaving a sonic boom,
Right. So we back.
let's go.
Yeah, you're not able to actually personally tell within the vehicle. I will say the objects that we were seeing, they were spherical, and they were observed up to Mach 2, which is a very non-aerodynamic shape.
What about G-forces? Let's talk about G-forces of those vehicles. Could a human survive those G-forces with known technology today?
No.
No, not for the acceleration rates that we observed.
Okay. What about what they look like? How close did you get? Did you see a seam or a rivet or a section? And what I mean is, obviously,
This is the other thing. I don't know if I trust this guy. Like,
I don't trust
why
none
is
of these
his
people.
suit so loud? Like,
No, because
why is he dressed like Steve Harvey for Def Comedy Jam?
Stop touching niggas with your hands.
What's going
saying?
on, bruv?
No, but
Why though?
there's too
Why
much
though?
to-
This is a big
there's too
serious
much.
thing going in. A
There's
man
too
is
much to
dressed
delve
like
into,
Steve
bruv.
Harvey, Reba.
man dressed like he works at Butlins and
What is going on, bruv? All right.
that's the alien.
That is,
Him and the dude behind him. That's they're two
right.
aliens
Let's go
right there.
again. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
the jets you're flying have all those things. Did these objects have those?
Do you want to go, Ryan?
I didn't have the detail to be able to tell that.
So we got within a half mile at Tic Tac, which people say that's pretty far, but in airplanes, that's actually relatively close. No, it was perfectly white, smooth, no windows, although when we did take the original FLIR video that is out there, when you put it on a big screen, it actually had two little objects that came out of the bottom of it. But other than that, no windows, no seams, no nothing.
Mr. Grush, as a result of your previous government work, have you met with people with direct knowledge or have direct knowledge yourself of non-human origin craft?
Yes, I personally interviewed those individuals.
Mr. Grush, as a result of your previous government work, have you met with people with direct knowledge or have direct knowledge yourself about ATs, advanced technologies that the U.S. government has?
Based on conventional advanced tech, I was briefed to the preponderance of the Defense Department's both space and aerospace compartmented programs, yeah.
Do you have knowledge or do you have reason to believe that there are programs in the advanced tech space that are unsanctioned?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you say that they're above congressional oversight, what do you mean?
Complicated question. So there's, some, I would call it abuse here. So congressional oversight of conventional special access programs, so I'll use Title 10, so DOD as an example, right? So 10 U.S. Code Section 119 discusses congressional oversight of SAPs, discusses the DepSecDef's ability to waive congressional reporting. However, the Gang of Eight is at least
stop there. So in a nutshell, you're just talking about secret ops, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, off the books, which
Off the
everybody
books is
knows
secret,
about.
bro.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows about that. That we all know that NASA is a completely different organization to where it says it is. Like,
Just you know what I mean? They're corporations with more power than countries and shit. You know what I mean?
100%. NASA,
And
for
they-
one, has more power than the U.S. government.
Basically, you know what I mean? Them type of situations there.
Right? Are we going return?
Yeah.
Return.
be notified
But
if
they're heading in the direction
bigoted.
of is us, innit? With mad tech that we just ain't show people.
I don't know, right? I feel like
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Unacknowledged SAP is created, and that's public law.
Well, so then how does, I don't want to cut you off, but
Yeah.
how does a program like that get funded?
I will give you generalities. I can get very specific in a closed session, but misappropriation of funds and
Does that mean
self-fund.
that there is money in the budget that is said to go to a program, but it doesn't, and it goes to something else?
Yes, I have specific knowledge of that. Yep.
Do you think U.S. corporations
you
are
go. They might
overcharging
take
for?
3 billion they might say, yeah, we're gonna put 3 billion into I don't know, fucking solar energy tech.
Yeah.
And that shit's all made up. They just take that 3 million. No solar energy tech gets research.
I know.
They just put it into other things, and he's just saying, yeah, that happens.
Yeah. All right. So he's still giving us stuff that we already know. This is, that side of it. Because to me, I still feel like, yeah, boom, that free Billy they're talking about, they have put into making shit, but ain't their designs. Don't even maybe it is from future humans, rare, but I don't know. I don't know about that either.
You think it's reverse engineered? You think
it could even be Donnie's
more along that
like we're saying, the engineers, they still exist. Them Dons still exist. It could have we could have found one of their shits long time ago, started reverse engineering, bury their shit, And
that's how we got all our tech today, all our advanced tech.
And we've advanced so far now that maybe we're actually a threat to him, and that's why them man ain't really touching down too tough, man. Are coming round in their ships and dipping out, yeah. So we got whole armies with mad weaponry now, and they're like, rah, we never expected these cunts to get to here. What happened? Oh, John crash landed there in the 20s, bruv. He left them all the fucking ray guns and shit.
Mission,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like fucking light speed engines and that. Like,
to be honest, they're just off something that could end man just instantly, and I reckon. Yeah. You know what I mean? If they are real, then yeah, they can do some things.
Yeah.
Or maybe they are just like.
A different version of us, man. Like not saying
but not
a far more evolved version of us, but maybe they've evolved to the place where they don't destroy things. Don't believe in that anymore. We did all that. We did plagues. We killed fucking billions of people on different planets that we've seeded over the years because they was all fucking up. And then we got to the point where it was like, we can't keep killing these cunts. We got to let them, you know what I mean, work through it. Like, I don't know. It's theories. Furry.
Let's go.
Right, back in.
Certain tech they're selling to the U.S. government, and that additional money is going to programs?
Correct, through something called IRAD.
Okay. Satellite imagery. Let's talk about satellite imagery. We have satellites all over the place, some that we're aware of and many that we're not aware of, right? We're taking pictures of everything at every point and second. Mr. Grush, are you aware, do you have direct knowledge, or have you talked to people with direct knowledge that there are satellite imagery of these events?
That was one of my primary tasks at NGA, since we process, exploit, and disseminate that kind of information. I've seen multiple cases, some of which, to my understanding, and of course I left NGA in April, so that's my information cutoff date. But I personally reviewed both what we call overhead collection and from other strategic and tactical platforms that were, I could not even explain prosaically. And I have a degree.
There is no such thing as aliens. And space ain't even that big, you know what I'm saying? And maybe it was fucking just them trying to cover up their tech.
How do you feel about flat Earth?
That's bullshit, man. Flat Earth is the most. I get what people are trying to say, like, oh, like it's a dome. It's like a double-sided dome, and the because in the Bible spoke about the fucking firmament, innit?
Firmament, yeah.
Yeah, the firmament and that. And the firmament of the sky. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get. But if you just break it down, gravity is at a single point, yeah? So the easiest shape to put in that is a circle, isn't it? Why is something going to be a rectangle? Do you get what I'm saying is, I don't know. Space is all around you, innit? It's not like up, down, left, right. It's not like north, northeast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
it's
you.
everywhere
I get
at all
you.
times.
Yeah.
So it would have to be a spherical. Anything that will survive would have to be spherical because the way gravity works, it pulls everything into a single point.
Right.
So therefore, it would have to be round, doesn't it?
Yeah, as round could possibly.
Yeah, not like
perfect.
Circle, yeah. But everything will take up that. It's like a pebble in the sea, innit? You know what I mean? They all end up round, innit?
It's true. That's true. But that's because they're meeting friction.
They're hitting each other and tear. But even the round ones that smash it, but they still end up like a bit. That shape is the magic number, innit?
Yeah.
It's almost like Freemasonry. What 33 degrees?
Yeah.
And what's the circle? Is like 33.333.
Yeah. Pi.
It's like yeah, you know what I'm
3.
saying?
3.1 something. 3.3 something. 3.31 something. I don't know.
There's something about a sphere or a circle that's mathematically impossible. I don't know. There's some theory anyway, but I think that is the I don't know. It's just the thriller, innit? Like a flat Earth just don't make sense.
Oh yeah, no.
There's no strength in something that's. We couldn't be hurtling through space and be rectangular. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it just won't work.
The only, because obviously this is the thing with the whole space sphere, not space, but that whole dome shit. The only bit that I'm kind of a little bit like, all right, is the space obviously is a vacuum, yeah. So I'm still yet to understand why our atmosphere wouldn't be just sucked into space.
Yeah,
I don't get that. I know that some scientists would probably be like, but I don't really.
It's to do with like magnetic fields and shit in it and that type of shit. But fuck.
So
but anyway,
air ain't magnetic. I don't understand it. I'm gonna leave that there because it could be the fact that there's no air in space, so it doesn't weigh anything, and obviously oxygen does weigh something. So the separation with gravity that way maybe. But push that to one side, I think the only way that there's not that for me, like flat Earth don't really have any feet at any, because then obviously what the fuck are we? What, we're a Dragon Ball, are we? We're just a Dragon Ball in a fucking in a museum, and someone fucking turns us around every day or some shit.
Shakes,
It's
like
just some bullshit, man. Like I get it. We all watched Men in Black, and they were playing marbles with the galaxy.
again, yeah. The flat Earth theory is to do with human perception, isn't it?
Yeah.
And because, do you think an ant knows what a car is? Like, not even as in, like, do you think it sees the car as a shape of a car? Like, it don't have no perception. It can't perceive what that shit is.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Same way a three-dimensional object cannot be perceived three-dimensional in a 2D universe. Because there is no 3D. You know what I'm saying? So once you put that object, that 3D object, into the 2D space, it would no longer be you wouldn't perceive it as three-dimensional anymore.
That image now.
Yeah, it's now a square, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you get what? If you had a cube or something, it would now become a square, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or a sphere become a circle. So I think it's that. I think humans we think we're so magical sometimes. You know what I mean? That we have a understanding of everything, that we think, oh well, it's the horizon.
There's no way that there's
straight.
no curvature. There's no curvature.
Yeah, but the Earth's so big.
But the other thing
like,
is,
you would never see it.
I feel like
couldn't comprehend it.
I feel like flight paths are a bit mad.
Flight paths are mad. That's one thing I don't
get it, and I'm not gonna delve into it. But like that's another thing that's just adds to something. Maybe not flat Earth, but maybe
it don't equal flat Earth, but it equals some strange going on.
Some shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Cuddles. The government's giving us cuddles, mate. Like
shenanigans.
Oh, we're friends. Yeah. So who knows, man? Who knows? It's a bit misty.
Let's jump back
into Mr. I can't read it.
In physics, by the way, as well. And I am aware that you guys have not seen these reports, unfortunately, and I don't know why.
Do you have direct knowledge, or you've spoken to people with direct knowledge that this imagery applies to crash sites, crash imagery?
I can't discuss that in an open session.
Okay. Do you have any information that the U.S. government is involved in a disinformation campaign to deny the existence of certain UAPs?
I can't go beyond what I've already stated publicly in my News Nation interview because it touches other sensitivities.
Okay. I'll yield the balance of my time.
Another thing is, White News Don's dead, man. Like, if White News Don's dead, like, if this shit's so, like, secret and they're, you know what I mean? Man are getting...
The other thing, right? Pardon me.
It seems like they're very showy, isn't it?
Well, it kind of wheels it back to the whole moon landings.
Yeah, that shit was fake.
Right.
So that's one thing. That's one conspiracy theory I fuck with.
Right, but this is my point. Is all of this just counter propaganda, because it's really getting to the point now where the general consensus is that they did not go to the moon?
I'm not too sure. At the end of the day, I know they just tried to say India landed on there, innit?
Yeah, like.
And do you know what I'm saying is, like,
let's do two things. Let's do two things first, right? Let's do two things. Let's just do two things first, straight off the bat, just so that we're being fair. Yeah. India, one of the richest nations in the world, can afford to do it.
But
India, one of the smartest nations in the world, can do it. Right? So
it's not about the racism. It's not about the racism.
No, I know it's not. I know it's not. That's why I had to clear it up.
It's more to do with, like,
we'll never know, because it's them. We'll never know.
No, but I see it as like an international club. You know what I mean?
That's my point.
You want to be part.
Have you seen of this space? How high level, like, Bollywood movies are nowadays?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
levels,
No,
bro.
I'm not.
Levels.
Listen,
No, I'm
don't-
saying they could easily go fake a moon landing just like we did. What America
Or
did.
you just bring them over here and just say fucking jump in the studio, fam, and
They
just
don't
act
need
like
to
you
come
fucking.
over here. I'm telling you,
All I-
Bollywood
no, but
is
I'm just
big
saying.
money business, brethren.
All right,
Big
you
business.
don't even need Bollywood. You just need a little uh a prototype spaceship that you sit inside and you're on wires and you just spin around inside and
But
act
I'm
like
just
you're floating
saying
and
that
that.
in order to make a fucking production like that and make it bang, this is India. The Indian government have access to the best film studios in India, which are producing high level shit. That's literally all I'm saying.
Yeah. Bun the racismo against India, like it's nothing to do with that. But I'm just saying, like, it's like the club, innit? I think it's like the space club, innit? And certain countries you got to pay your way in,
No,
innit?
it's
And I think
the
India.
controlling nations club, yeah. Like, because if you look for however long, it's been NASA and Russia and China, yeah. Nowadays, India is one of the superpowers in the world. They don't want to talk about it too tough, but it is, yeah. India is up there with China in terms of money coming in because they do all the manufacturing for beer places.
Yeah, of course.
Industrially, yeah, it's a superpower, yeah. So it's yeah, if it's paid in, it's bought its seat at the table now to start doing up space shit, yeah. Where there's got to be a wider play for that. I don't know what it is, but
I just think it's a club, innit?
that's my point. That's my
and
point.
India now joined the fucking
No, I know,
Illuminati.
I know that
you know
side
what
of
I'm saying?
things, but I'm saying like, if all right, boom, yeah, cool, we've joined the Illuminati, but I'm saying there's got to be some benefit from being the space people. I get it, you're in the Illuminati, blah blah blah, but I'm saying there's got to be another play involved.
It's to
Like maybe it's
to
like you
spread
get satellites.
no.
Satellites.
It's just to spread atheism, man. India is a very religious country.
Yeah.
They have so many different
Yeah,
religions
but so
and
is,
belief
so is America, man.
No, it's not,
It
man.
is, bro. The church.
Americans are all Satanists, bro.
No, listen, man.
You
The
know what
church.
I'm saying?
We're talking about the people itself, right? The church, like whether it's white people church or black people church, and the Nation of Islam, yeah, is the biggest probably entities in the country because they're untaxed, unsanctioned, and bro, stupid rich, right? But they're huge. Everyone goes church. Yeah. America is still, you got to remember, regardless of whatever, fucking hell, it was a colony. And the colonizers brought their own colonized fucking religion. Because England weren't always Christian. That's some Roman shit that they brought in. Boom. Knocked on. That's indoctrinated into their country, like in Italy. Like religion is there. Regardless of whether aliens could come tomorrow, and I guarantee you none of these people will stop believing in God. They'll go church even more.
No. But I'm saying the more they verify space and they make India a part of it, there will be a lot more man that want to be scientists and want to be.
Bro, India's got some of the highest
engineers.
levels of scientists in the world.
No, but listen.
China,
that doesn't mean nothing.
It does, man. China and India, yeah, beer scientists.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying.
I think religion is too strong. It's gone too far. Like
everyone goes to India to go find themselves, and that's a known.
Yeah, but that's
cliche.
Western people. That's not anybody else.
But why?
Because it's like old and.
They're very spiritual people out there.
Yeah, no, they are.
They make you feel. That's where all the fucking. A lot of spirit.
But I'm saying the average man is not gonna get changed in his ways of religious whatever. Maybe younger generations to an extent.
But that's the whole point. You're trying.
But even then, I don't see that.
We're not trying to do it instant. We're not trying to do it instant. Oh yeah, fucking.
Well, that's true.
It's over generations.
That's
it's
true.
The same way, like now you see fucking.
Because they're trying to move towards a single world religion. One view, Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're
want
right.
you. That's what we're
Project
looking for.
Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam is cool.
It's Project One View,
Yeah.
innit? They want everyone to think and do the same and live the same, innit? And the way you do that,
Create something.
I remember, was it George Bush's pops? And he was like, no, it might have been even Ronald Reagan. And he was like, oh my, if it would take an alien,
to unite the whole
force
world.
to make the people, yeah. And that's the whole point. I think they're using this spaceship to sink in this atheism shit, because if you atheists are way easier to control, bro. You just control them with science and fucking reason.
Yeah.
Religious people ain't that. You know what I mean? It ain't that. You can't do that.
See, this is
we have other avenues of thought processes and shit. We believe in shit that's unbelievable that you can't prove. And
but
you
religion,
can't, you know
religion's the original control, though. So I don't.
It is misused.
But it's the only use. That's the only reason it was ever instilled.
No,
of course it was. Of course it was. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
They've used a human trait. A human trait is to explain unexplainable things by making up mad stories. Every single race of people have a mythology.
I'm not talking about whether or not God exists. I'm talking about the structure of religion, because all structures of religion were written by men in order to control.
Listen, a lot of people's religious beliefs aren't even the same. They just get categorized in because they're so similar. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's individual spirituality is different.
That's spirituality and religion aren't the same thing, though. That's the point. Religion is a structure. Religion is a structure. Yeah, it's built. It has a higher. No, it's not. It has a high. It's not. It's like, no. Spirituality is the vehicle. Yeah, because spirituality is the same across all things. Spiritual. Yeah, I believe in something. Whereas religion is like a corporation. It's a structure. Otherwise, it's a structure. Otherwise, you wouldn't have someone at the top and then people underneath him, and then people underneath him, and then people underneath him. It's a structure. Yeah, it's built that way from day dot.
It's still off the back of human of humans' nature to believe in certain things, isn't it? The unexplainable. They've just used that and then hijacked it. That's all they've done, is they've hijacked spirituality, made religion, and then force people to see the way they see things.
When you say they and see the way they see things, who are you specifically talking about? The three,
whoever.
Because it's
you could go to the three Abrahamic religions, but they're not the only.
No, I know that, right?
You got Sumerian, that's like thousands of years.
I don't even
think
that. Sumerian was a religion, though. That was a actual species of people. They had their own religion. I can't remember what it was called.
No, but there's Sumer. There, trust me, it's like the oldest languages in the world and shit. Jesus spoke Aramaic, innit? Aramaic ain't about.
No, I know. I get all of
saying?
that, right? My point is, regardless of whatever times, the main point of installing a religion on a people is in order to terraform the place. Yeah, that's what you do when you come and take over somewhere. So the Anunnaki have links to the Sumerians, they say. So when they would have come in, they would have had to completely switch everything up so that people can actually understand what they're saying in the first place, to be able to dish out information. Yeah, and then religions would be formed from that.
Listen, the Crusades was meant just to make people think, join these clubs, innit?
The Crusades was exactly what it is today. People going and stealing people's shit, and then installing a new government, so that we have you under control, and that's religion as well.
But forcing people into your thought pattern, in your thought beliefs. That's exactly what that is.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not even necessarily your thought patterns. It could just be the thought patterns that are there to nullify people. Because when you are religious, you have that hope. Someone's gonna come and save us. Yeah, that's why they instill certain religions, especially the Crusades, because Christianity's whole thing, Catholicism, is about turning the other cheek. Yeah, Islam's got a little bit more like fight about it in terms of its attitude to people trying to conquer you, because obviously in their programming, in the Muslim programming, when they were instilling their shit in places that they taken over, they were like, yeah, boom, once we've indoctrinated them, we've got to then make them want to fight for us, in the name of us as well, i.e. Islam. Yeah.
Of course, that's just military tactics.
But that's what religion always was.
You see Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan didn't kill the people.
He brought them in and indoctrinated them, made them part of his shit. It wasn't like, oh, you get to continue doing all this. No, they didn't. They got to live their life, but they changed their religion. Yeah, they changed that. They did.
Not their religion.
That's why Genghis Khan is responsible for spreading fucking Islam over all of that region, bro. Like Cambodia and all them kind of places, like random places.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you were allowed to keep your cultural customs and beliefs, and that's why it worked, because you didn't have to fucking.
That's why it wouldn't work, man. Because all it's gonna do, sooner or later, people are gonna rise up and be like, "Who are these outsiders that are controlling us now?" Yeah, that's why terra firming happens. Yeah, you make them part of the thing, but you gotta be all the way in. And religion is one of the most key things.
But anyway, how do we get onto religion? Fucking
aliens. But yeah, anyway, let's wheel it.
But I think that's why they're using this space shit, innit? It's just to make everyone atheist and that.
Yeah. That's kind of what they said in this. I watched this video about this thing called Project Bluebeam, and that's basically what they said in that same type of shit. Right, let's just run the thing again. Into sake.
Correct. It's not accurate. An open session.
Okay. Do you have any information that the U.S. government
extraterrestrial spacecraft and other UAP-related artifacts? You go so far as to state that the
So
U.S.
it says here, as Genghis Khan united the Mongol tribes and waged war on most of Asia, he became known as one of the most ruthless, brutal warlords of all time. However, one hallmark during his military conquest was his tolerance of all religions. He embraced diversity and decreed religious freedom for everyone. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's how you bring everyone in. You don't make them think. The Romans forced everyone to do what they wanted to do, innit?
Yeah.
That's why their thing didn't really last. That
Roman Empire is still going today, bro. We're living in the Roman Empire. Like,
of course,
England is 100% still part of the Roman Empire.
Ancient Rome, yeah. That empire of the ancient. Not like how they've evolved into society now and shit.
But that's always gonna happen. Like that's why, you know, like you look at all of the colonies that are still owned by certain places. That's part of their individual empires. Yeah. We just don't call them empires nowadays. But it's the same same shit. Argentina is one of the like the whole of South America, hella fucking Catholic. Catholicism specifically is from Italy. It's not from nowhere else.
Yeah, of course. Right? The Pope.
But that's what I'm saying. The Roman Empire is the Vatican. That's it. That's why the Vatican City isn't actually part of Italy. It's its own state. And London Westminster is its own state. Fucking
Henry VIII and that.
Washington DC is its own
Church
state.
of England.
Yeah.
I'm saying split from the Pope and that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Henry VIII because he didn't want to get down how they got down.
Yeah, and they still end up getting moved to, bruv. Got moved to, bruv. Yeah. Man, Rome sent the Sith to man, like.
I'm saying.
Right, yo, I digress. But yeah.
But anyway, all that religious talk was just us.
Yeah. It's calm. It's calm. Let's get.
No. But I just explained to the audience that that's just about the control and whether they're using these aliens.
Religion is not a bad thing. Yeah, it's not what we're saying. We're just discussing hypothetically what could be going on here.
And the uses of this shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the agenda behind it.
You will know the truth whether in this trial
or the next one. Yeah, let's go.
In possession of, quote, non-human spacecraft, end quote. And that some of these artifacts have circulated with defense contractors. Several other former military and intelligence officials have come forward with similar allegations, albeit in non-public
What's
settings.
she talking about right now?
Technology, I think. I think she's talking on some technology. Let me just run it. So I just want to hear what he says anyway. Her question's bare long.
However, Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, the director of...
If you got a question this long, you should be practicing this shit. I don't want to see you reading a fucking 4-page long question. That's long.
AARO previously
Do you think this is just like... I know it is a show.
I think everything's a show, bro.
Everything's WWE. Listen, we already know this.
I'm not here for none of it, bruv.
I might even have to make a T-shirt.
Yeah,
the world is WWE.
Bro, I think that might need to be the first Moretime fucking merch. Might have to get fucking Ghost to design it. He designed yours. He didn't do mine though. Like.
With mine, he just fucking. I could have done mine better.
Yeah, but
like it's not even. No, I rate it because he took 5 minutes to do it.
I rate it because it took 5 minutes.
If I knew he was gonna do that, I would have just done
it myself. Yeah, man.
Cleaner, but nah, it's calm. I rate that. Big up Ghost every time.
Yeah, man. Ghostface killer. Right, let's get back into this.
Before Congress, that there has been, and I quote, no credible evidence thus far of extraterrestrial activity or of, quote, off-world technology brought to the attention of the office. To your knowledge, is that statement correct?
It's not accurate. I believe Dr. Kirkpatrick mentioned he had about 30 individuals that have come to Aero thus far. A few of those individuals have also come to Aero that I also interviewed, and I know what they provided Dr. Kirkpatrick and their team.
Okay.
I was able to evaluate that information.
I need to go on.
Sure.
But,
wow.
Well, what do you say?
He just avoiding the question, isn't it? He's just chatting fraff. Right, but she was like, clocked that he's chatting fraff. She's like, look, I've got more, so shut up now.
What did she ask him though? Like
basically, did one of your staff lie about not having any evidence of? And he, that's inaccurate. You know what I mean? So
words.
Worded it. I'm with some.
His statement is accurate. Came from a direct quote. And this contradiction is a perfect example of why we need to inject transparency into our government. And for another example, look no further than the pitiful response to the Chinese spy balloon debacle earlier this year. You may remember the mass confusion that ensued when the balloon was first spotted over Montana, 4 days after it first entered U.S. airspace over Alaska.
Listen,
what's her name?
Mrs. Fox.
Sorry, Miss Fox, but
listen.
I think she's too old for this shit, man.
This
this
is
alien
old.
shit just baffling.
It's old times.
That might be another thing as well. They might be like, yeah, humans are just ready for this now. They're ready for aliens. These old heads,
that would have spun their whole shit.
Everyone would have fucking, you know what I mean?
This is the other thing, right? Do you think that shit was a Chinese weather balloon the other day? Are you with that?
Oh, what, the one they were showing like bare news and that, and it was China. Yeah, but not like, might not even been Chinese. It was a balloon, and it had that silver shit on it that you like an all-weather protector and that. I believe it's a balloon, but I don't believe like.
Because my thing is that's the point, right? Yeah, because it's like, why like.
I reckon bare false flag shit just to scare people of other countries and oh my
China!
God, China!
Yeah, in case we gotta go war one day, like
their balloon. Why are you letting that balloon just? If that is the case, how's the balloon ending up there? Sure, you got a strike.
Bro, that's my point. That's my point. It's a fucking balloon. It's not traveling at fucking Machs,
breakneck speeds,
floating.
That shit took like 4 months to get here on the fucking.
Man, we're looking at it for 3.5 months on the radar. Like, hey, China send a weather balloon. Should we shoot it down?
Yeah.
Nah, let's wait. Let's wait till it's somewhere crazy. Like,
Let's wait till it reaches
I
them.
mean, we can use this shit. False flag.
Yeah, bro, all this shit's been false flag for years as well.
Yeah.
Like 9/11. I'm sorry, people, but that's false flaggery to me, man. The weapons of mass destruction, that's false flaggery,
Listen, man, like, it's all mad, isn't it? Like, I feel like some of this shit is. I feel like even the word false flag is kind of muddy now, like, because I think there's bare shit that really did happen, but it's just not the people that you say did it.
No, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. These things happened, but not like how people think
It's
they
black
happened.
ops.
It wasn't
It's black ops. It's not even. It's
black
not even
ops,
false
bro.
flags. It's black ops. Like,
It's special
corporate-
ops. You know what I'm
corporate
saying?
fucking
Spec ops.
espionage and all them thing there. Like,
It's the way they see it is the greater good, but it's the greater evil. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? In their terms, they're just doing the greater evil outweighs the fucking. The
it's
little
money.
story, innit?
It's money. Because that
Control.
control is one thing, but the control is for a reason. Like, everyone, like, it's all good having control, but the real control is being able to use it correctly and use it the way that, you know, like, for these people, having the control isn't just, oh yeah, we want you all to do what we say. It's not about ego.
It's
not
bro.
about
Do
it's
thy
not about
bidding.
ego, but
Do
that's
thy
the,
bid-
that's the point. The bidding. The point is the bidding. The bidding
Do thy
bidding
bidding,
is
yeah,
we
I'm
want you
saying,
all.
sin in
we
my
want
name.
you all working. Yeah, first of all.
When you're all going to hell, no?
Well, it's
You know
not
what I'm
all of
saying?
but this is the thing on those premises, yeah, on the shit that they're doing. I'm not in the army, innit? So I didn't go out and do them things there. Yeah, so I'm not like, I'm cool, yeah, and I don't even think man in the army is in trouble, yeah. I think especially when it comes down to morality, yeah, your ethos, yeah, if your ethos is pure, you're going heaven anyway, yeah. I think Thanos went heaven, yeah, because man's man's ethos was pure. It wasn't driven by ego, yeah.
The greater good. Nah, it was.
There's no ego.
It was in the
Like,
end.
in the comics, it actually is because he was doing it
It's
for
for
love,
Miss
yeah,
Death.
dickhead.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like,
whereas to get a beat, to beat
beat
his death.
death.
Yeah.
What you won't do for love.
I just want to nut to
Take
death.
it back.
You know what I'm saying?
Man wanted to nut to death, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying. Man made out like it was pure
Yeah,
intention.
dead,
That's what,
dead,
but this is the whole
dead.
point. This is what they're doing. They're making out like it's the greater good, and it's not.
Oh no,
It's
yeah,
just to
no,
fucking
it's just
sort
money. It's
themselves
just
out.
money,
You know
bro.
what I mean?
It's every one of these moves for control is for greater riches. Yeah.
It's just to control the resources, man.
No, that's it. But they only but in controlling the resources. What does that mean? You make more money.
We're on a depleted planet,
bro. We've already worked out how to run shit without fossil fuels long time ago. Yeah,
No, I'm not.
Right,
even,
but they're not going to make money off of
all...
water-driven combustion engines. It's not coming. You ain't getting no money out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, we're not on an eternal thing where you could just keep chopping and selling and bottling water and selling and
I think you
fucking
can.
at the air.
You can.
I don't think it's I don't think the planet will regenerate like that if you carry on the way we're carrying on, innit?
Genuinely, I think.
No, but that's why
we're moving. We've already moved away
from
fossil fuels, bro. Like,
but this is why Elon Musk and their man want to just get off to Mars, isn't it?
I think that's distraction as well. I think it's distraction. I think everything he does is distraction.
Is a
He's Kanye of the white billionaire world. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think that too. But if you're just going on a logical basis, yeah, if they're trying to get to Mars, only certain people will be able to go to Mars. And then Mars ain't got no resources.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Where are they getting the resources from? Earth.
No, they've already worked out how they don't need the Ross Clark resources, bruv. I'm telling you.
No, they're gonna want it. All the diamonds and gold to power their machines.
Listen,
and shit.
diamonds and gold is calm, yeah. But I'm saying like.
Or stuff like
gold doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? Wakanda. Everything that's in your cell phone, Wakanda.
Yeah,
you know
but like Wakanda. Listen, right?
Silicon. You know what I'm saying? Wakanda.
That is for here. Yeah, because that's
But
in
they ain't
these
got nothing
things. That's in
there.
these things. And who buys these
They ain't
things?
got nothing
But that's my
there.
point. If only the richest people are in Mars and on Mars, yeah, well, there ain't gonna be no one like us to be buying these things for them to be making their money off of that shit. The resources are only valuable because you have someone to sell the products to.
Listen, they can own it from Mars.
That's
and they
fine,
can
but
sell
that's
it.
here. They ain't
can
gonna
keep
take
Earth-
it
they
with
can
them.
keep-
Then it's right
Listen,
here.
No, but
There'd be
listen.
20 of them on Mars.
Shit
20 of them.
Nah, there's not.
All right, 100 of them. Because we're talking
Nah, like
billionaires.
100.
We're talking billionaires.
Yeah, but they're gonna have like 30 kids each and just
Yeah,
breed up
maybe.
the
So
place
at
and
most,
then, listen,
30,000 people. Yeah, that's your
yeah, but
civilization.
listen,
That's a
they're gonna be
city.
they're gonna be using fucking satellites
do
just
what?
beam down on
To
man
do
and just
what?
fucking fuck man up.
To what
Control,
for?
bro. Yeah, I mean, all the rich heads are up here on Mars and Earth is just
Bro,
fucked. We're just
I'm
living
telling you,
What's that
yeah.
film? Hang on, no. What's the film where people live on the Earth and there's
A
like
ring.
a little space station in the sky and all the rich people they've done this already. They've got this plan. Elysium, there you go. They've showed you already. That's what they're planning.
100%. That's more likely than
saying?
living on Mars, though. I'm saying because it just
No, but
don't
they
make
could
no
do that
sense.
from Mars, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
that's their little base. Isn't it?
yeah, I just listen. Whatever they decide.
You see the film Martian? Our man grew the potatoes out of his shit and soil and that. Man like Ben Affleck.
No, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
He was on Mars just showing people,
Stuck
yeah,
in
that's
that.
what we're doing up here, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking
But
terraform oxygen onto this
I
planet.
feel
and then
like
you're a lot of
if
fuck.
anything, because I'll be honest, yeah. If they all leave and take all the petrol and all the, I guarantee you, yeah. Take the petrol.
They ain't gonna need
Well,
no
that's what I'm saying.
petrol, man.
Leave. Take the gold and diamonds. What am I using gold and diamonds for? The fuck am I using gold and diamonds for?
What was the ancient theory behind gold? Is that all God's blood was gold?
Yeah, we
innit?
got gold in
And,
us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and shit like so. I think gold is very, like even on a scientific basis is a good conductor.
Yeah, no, gold is
but
sick. It's sick.
But it's malleable and like I think there's purposes. But maybe even these spacecrafts need gold to fucking fly. You know what I'm saying? Or
Maybe,
there's gotta be
but
something. Why did every? You know what I mean?
all I'm saying is, yeah, the gold is
We've
there.
gone mad different.
Yeah,
places.
yeah. The gold is still there. So should we run this vid for a bit longer? I don't know what minute we're on in the team.
I'm just trying to get on the
Yeah.
show. We're at 1 hour 38 minutes into the show,
We're
man.
at hour 17. We're at hour 17.
All right, we're at hour 17. But
Yeah,
it's
we'll
all-
keep it
it's
running.
all
Yeah,
good,
keep
man.
it running. Keep it
Keep
running.
it running, man. This is aliens.
Yeah. This woman's pissing me off though. That she's taking too long to get to her
We
point.
might have to
skip her.
This.
The
We
blue
might have to skip her.
lady in a blue dress.
Her point ain't even all
Nah.
that. She's just trying to find out if man.
Are you lying? Are you lying? Are you lying?
No.
Are you lying?
No.
No, I'm not lying. Oh, I don't believe you're not lying. Right, there's some brother now that.
She's not even saying I don't believe you're not lying. She's just okay. Just
Oh,
taking it.
AOC sat next to him, yeah? Well, it looks like her. It might not be. It might be racism. But
Racism.
you know what I mean? You got the man in the middle here, and then on his right hand, it looks like AOC, but it may not be. Right then, let's go. What's his brother saying?
Pilots. In May, the independent study team held at its first public meeting, which included the perspectives from NASA senior leaders, as well as perspectives from the Department of Defense and intelligence agencies. The NASA study team is also expected to release its first report pretty soon, and I think it's safe to say that we all eagerly await its results. Mr. Graves, how might NASA's research influence the commercial industry regarding safety in UAP?
I think NASA has a big role to play as far as commercial aviation safety, and it's one of their original charges as an organization. One of the recommendations that have been put forward is to utilize their existing aviation safety reporting system to serve as a short-term fill and trusted platform for pilots that want to report on UAP. It also has built-in analytics capability and is funded by Congress.
Gotcha. And also, Mr. Graves, are there any other industries that may be influenced by the NASA research on UAPs? And if so, how so?
Well, I think there is a large swath of commercial capabilities that could be brought to bear on this topic, from space-based or ground-based sensor systems that are available open source or through commercial marketplaces. And I think NASA's work, as they work to identify and highlight specific parameters that can be found, we can take that information and promulgate this through the public sector so that we can have more open conversation about what we're seeing.
You know, in 2020,
What? Did you hear any of that?
I caught a little bit
Where
of it.
man said basically, he asked him, "Yo, so any of this stuff that's been found, yeah, does it have commercial value, use? Have we already seen it? If so, in what sectors and how?" Obviously, dude didn't answer the question straight.
So what? Break that down. What did it break that down for the audience? What does that?
Basically, he's
question-
asking if any of the technology that's been found, whether or not any of the scientists have been able to reverse engineer it, to be able to get used in our commercial, everyday life.
Yeah.
And the dude, when he answered it, basically said, yes, NASA scientists have been able to reverse engineer certain things, and we're now looking into how and over the timescale of in which we would be introducing them into the public.
This
And
is
in
what I mean, man.
in what capacity, I guess, as in how we're not getting, no one's getting laser guns and that, yeah, but man might get some mad fucking new technology on your phone app one year where, you know, now you can shoot in 3D, like, and it actually bangs, like it's 3D video now. Put on the, what's it called, the Oculus and that, yeah.
Yeah. Even this yeah, it don't have to be the most extravagant thing either, does it?
Nah.
It could just be a way of powering a vehicle.
Think how much this changed our lives, yeah? It's mad.
Bro, if you said to someone, say like Shakespeare times, yeah, and you were like, yeah, I've got a black rock with a black mirror on the front, and I can talk to anyone on the planet anywhere.
Well, them times
if
you
they
couldn't, because it'd just be you with it.
Yeah, obviously, but I'm just saying, if you told them that the technology existed, that you could do that, they would,
you get burnt at the
burn you on the
that's what
cross.
I'm saying. Right where you stood, like.
Say the phone just dropped out your pocket and that.
Started playing anything, like some mad shit.
Started playing videos and that on there and shit. You're mad. You're going to hell, bruv. They're burying a man alive on the stake and that.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean?
And this is why, as well, I give a little bit more credence to earlier civilizations, religions that revolved around magic, because the correlation between magic and unknown science is way more realistic than fucking, you know, man that shoot lightning out their hands and all of them things there. Like.
Magic is just doing something that
someone else can't explain.
Yeah,
the moment is that's what I'm saying. So like,
Bluetooth to me is magic.
Well, boy, like I can't explain it, but it's everyday life to me now. Yeah, because I can't explain to you fire. I can't explain to you the essence of what fire is. Do you see what I'm saying? You can't. You can explain. It's not touchable, but you can get burnt by it.
Yeah. You can explain what it is, what its behavior is, but you can't explain what. Like its reason for being. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I can't explain. I genuinely am baffed by things like fire. Like when we're talking about it on a fundamental level, right? So like imagine, yeah, like fucking touching down in the times where they had to do up all of this madness and. You know what I mean? Even before that, before they really even knew about hitting the stone and finding the flint and all that shit, before they knew about that, imagine you just touch down with a lighter. Bang.
Yeah, of course.
You are God. You're God at that point. No, but you are. But you are. Think about it like in terms of...
You don't ever show them the lighter though. You know what I'm saying? Because if they find out the lighter would be the new idol, and then they'd be trying to kill you for the idol.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why you got to come with a fucking can of fucking deodorant as well. Just let that off and let them know that you're the fire god. Yeah, not just the lighter hold. I'm the fire. They be like,
it's that simple though. Yeah. If you took a lighter to somewhere, you know what I mean? Back then, start a fire.
Bro,
They probably saw it from lightning just hitting trees and setting it shit on fire, and then taking the fire and
yeah, there's that side of things.
there's.
But
no, I'm
that's
just saying
probably
that's how
why they thought of people who could manipulate fire as gods, because their first interaction with fire is off of shit like that.
But brother,
Natural phenomena.
If it means you survive, they are your god.
No, of course, of course.
If the guy that has fire the fire keeps you warm, cooks your food, keeps predators away.
Yeah. But that's why I'm saying there's more correlation between magic and science, because like I'm saying, to primitive beings, other people's science is gonna be magic. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so like if we look at the Mayans and all the rest of it, yeah, when whoever visited them, there's some fucking entity that's carved into their shit, yeah, that's all over the world in all these other fuckers things. Like,
is it Enki?
Yeah, Enki or whatever, maybe. But whoever, when they touched down, they could have had, like, you know, a level of technology that was way above our shit. Like,
yeah,
especially back then, right? It could even be above our shit now, but way above that back then. And anything that they did would seem like raw. Like, what? This is, you are my god. Get me?
Yeah.
Because obviously the maddest thing is, obviously, that there was shitloads of gold there as well in them regions, right? All of the places. But anyway, so that adds credence to that whole story with the gold and all the rest of it. And I feel like there's some credence to, or there's some merit to the talk about human sacrifices, blood sacrifices, because all cultures had that shit, and that was given to them as well. There's a reason that shit works. There's a reason, yeah. I'm just saying, like.
But again, like, yeah.
There's a reason. There's a reason that shit still exists today, bruv. There's a reason.
But like you're saying, magic.
I'm not saying magic's real. I'm just saying there could be levels of science that we don't really get. That's, you know, involved in human blood and the gold within us.
Yeah, because all the royals used to drink gold and put gold the filings, or like,
I forget what it's called, but it's that because they do it the anabolic silver or whatever, but they got the gold,
same as
gold
that gold.
one. Yeah.
And that used to be thought to make you live longer, and that's why they said all the gods' blood were like fucking gold and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, like fucking.
Yeah, man, I'm with it. Right.
What's this? So he's saying.
Yeah, technology.
They have reverse.
We have technology.
Yeah,
that's basically.
So I'm starting to think this might not be aliens then.
But he's asking, did you reverse engineer it from
the origin
shit
of
that you found? Yeah. Shit you found, but they're still calling them unidentified shits. Your theory could still be real. It could be shit that they shot down that China sent over.
Yeah.
It could not be. It could be from other worlds. It could be from other realities. It could be from anything. It may not be aliens.
I'm starting to lean towards underground, not physically underground, but like a shadow war of tech, of like spy tech and fucking, like orb drone, like like some mad technological
but that
shit,
still leads us back to the point of where did they get the ideas from and the technology to do it?
Future us, nigga.
Well, this is it. This is it's either that or like this
egg, man.
You know, the whole Hadron Collider shit. I think whatever they're studying over there, they found a ways to create gateways to other versions of Earth.
Fucking demons,
and they've been.
Bro. That's what they've done.
Maybe they've let some demons through, or they visited different versions of this planet where they've actually got shit right. And technology bangs but they've taken certain bits and they're just coming to fuck this place up even more. Like, do you know what I mean? With it.
Do you know what the maddest thing is? is that aliens don't have to be like a physical animal type creature. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be a little green man with big eyes and that.
Yeah.
It could just be a life form like a gas or like a intangible life form. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why when we hear aliens, we think of
Bro, like
we,
I
we
still believe that like we're aliens, innit? So like in terms of from as far as this planet is concerned, you know what I mean?
yeah.
We've just been here for so long as a species that we ourselves don't know it. But yeah, like an alien coming and touching down could look exactly like us or a variation of us.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, or maybe not,
Or or it could be just something we can't comprehend. Like it could be
like a gas.
or something that's just not on this physical plane. You know, like when you put on fucking night vision, no, like heat sensor goggles, you see things differently.
Yep.
When you put night vision
Yep.
goggles on, you see things differently.
A different refraction of light or whatever they call it.
It could be it could be on electrical it could be on a whole different plane. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? And the Hadron Collider's just punched a hole in all these planes, and now there's just a little gateway for this mad shit to go on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Theories, alien stuff. But yeah, man.
So, should I run it again? Or do you wanna...
Yeah.
The Department of Defense released several videos of UAPs, including Mr. Freyr's experience, U.S. Navy pilots that recorded footage. In 2021, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence released a preliminary report on UAP events. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson stated that NASA would begin to investigate these events. In fact, I sit on Science, Space, and Technology Committee, and when we were doing a hearing with the NASA Administrator Bill Nelson, I asked, why NASA needed to be fully funded, and there were many great reasons, but one of them was actually had to do with UAPs. He actually mentioned, is there life out there? I don't know. And so either way, these actions ultimately led NASA to assemble the independent study team that I mentioned earlier. Also in 2021, Harvard University stood up the Galileo project to research and examine the origins of UAP. So it seems like both, from NASA and in the higher education community, because of the work that y'all have done and people standing up, I think we're seeing some of that stigma slowly going away. Mr. Freyr, do you believe that military pilots feeling empowered to share?
Serious? Or I
don't know. He doesn't seem like he's asking any questions.
Nothing serious, innit?
She's saying.
While this is playing, scroll down in the comments and let's see what people are saying, innit?
Okay. Now, when it comes to notification that you had mentioned about IRAP programs,
there's not even many comments.
That's the live chat. Scroll down on below the video and it might have the comments.
Oh, yeah. Sean Ryan, what can I say? Continues to bring the best of the best. I suspect we understand less than 1% of reality and everything in the universe. Not only is the universe stranger than we imagine, it's stranger than we can imagine. Sensational.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm here
we
for
can't
it.
imagine it, bro. We think we're so sick and we were all knowing and that. Like these things could just be
wait. Just comment. I am so happy to see this. I've been interacting with the UFPS for the last 2 years. I have many photos and videos, and I've learnt a few things about them. I'm here in Auckland in New Zealand, and like they say at the beginning of the video, that you see them so much it becomes normal. I see them every night. I have ones that escort me when I leave home. When they talked about the movement that would, as something I noticed very smooth and fluid, but when I've looked closer at some of my churros, nigga, what? When you slow it down, I don't know what's going on there. What you think looks like it's straight is actually propelling forward in a circular motion. I've seen the very big one they talk about. Sometimes it's still visible in the morning. It's so big and obvious, but I'm not sure everyone sees them. They are stars. I've identified at least 5 as well, different types. I don't know why I'm going for.
She's on some shit.
Yeah, man.
What's his other comments saying? Let's
Get some more, yeah. There is a mention of a UAP sighting of a black cube in a clear bubble. I'm not a pilot or anything, but one afternoon, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I saw a red box/cube that seemed to have translucent bubble around it. It was just getting home. I was just getting home and pulling in my driveway at my house that was located northwest of Tucson, Arizona, at the edge of the city of Marana. The object was moving from the southwest, flew directly over where I was, and kept heading northeast. It did not seem to be very high, maybe 1,000 feet. So I'm only making this estimate. UAP altitude flying drones. Probably it was with a steady speed. It traveled and quickly was out of my sight. By the time I could get my phone ready. Right.
Scroll down. Let's find the joke comments, man.
It's a lot of people saying the same shit.
Just they're happy that it was disclosed.
Happening. Yeah. Happening. It's finally happening. I can shout at my mom now. See, mom. See,
fucking aliens.
But this is the one thing that I'm interested in is the fact that OAC. This is OAC. She is here. OCA or whatever the fuck her name. I'm talking about the Latina, New York, senator.
Yeah.
She's involved in it. So they're either, oh god, when you see people like, because she had a little bit of hype around her, like Bernie Sanders did. They might be priming her to be in someone, so they're making her go and sort of discredit herself by being involved in shit like this. Not discredit, but like moving you away from either moving you or moving your supporters, your fringe supporters, yeah, the people who are like on you, but also involved in shit like this, like conspiracy and all that. They're trying to fucking create this person. She might be a president in the future, yeah.
Just putting her in places.
Yeah, because Joe Biden is and they need someone who's popular, but that they could probably still control. And if she's young enough and ambitious enough, someone comes to her and says, "Yeah, boom, get in the pocket, do what we're telling you, and you're in." Who knows, man? It adds to the mystery.
I'll tell you what. This whole thing here is just going to be them just saying, "Yeah, what we thought," innit? Like it's going to be all that shit. So let's have a quick look at some UFO vids. Let's have a quick look at the ones.
They still called UFOs, yeah.
UFO. But don't go on these cliche ones.
I'm
not. Go on the military ones. Just put military in the title.
That's what I'm saying. They're calling it something else now, isn't it? UFPs, isn't it?
So here, like
news, and I just want.
Just put.
Searching for the best templates for your videos? Go to artlist.io.
Can you see any of that? Nah.
I can see what.
Can't see shit. I don't know what that is. Oh no, that's just pissed me off.
Well, no, but that's just keep watching it.
Okay, all right, here we go.
So they're locking on, yeah. So you got to think once you're locked on, once your missile's locked, you're locked, innit? But this thing's just there, just hovering, innit?
We skip forward a bit.
So who's this? The Navy?
U.S. Navy pilots. Okay,
so look, they're trying to lock. Look, go back.
No, here it is.
This is a fucking drone, bro.
Nah, but go back.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA.
It showed how it broke out of the missile lock, innit? See how it tried, the computer went all mad, tried to lock back on, and it just skipped out of there, like.
Leaving it running from this point, because this is the point where most streaming is.
So look, from here, look, boom, boom.
Gone.
Trying to catch it, it's gone.
Dude, this is a fucking drone, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
So the wind's going the other way, the opposite route, like, so it's flying into the wind.
That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like...
See how it's like changing.
It's rotating.
It's rotating.
Jeez, that was mad.
That shit ducking. Wherever that is.
Thunder.
Locked on. We got fucking missile locked.
Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude.
It's almost like it's changing shape.
Domino's price slice.
Right, let's check another.
I'll tell you what, I've seen the ones that are like, there's like a group of orbs and they all move collectively, and then they separate and they all move individually, innit? Like, but that could just be some mad drone tech, but I've seen that back in the day.
Mystery in the sky. Do you see the 5
Me and
dots
Big
there on your
Archimus.
screen?
Yeah,
Rare
we've seen
footage of
these ones.
unexplained objects hovering over
I've
an
seen us
active
looking at
U.S. military. I
arches.
think it's getting better. I
Back
think there are
garden,
people
was burning
out
the
there
zoo
who
out
have
there.
said, well, look,
And
it doesn't seem like, you know, with as big as the universe is and all of the galaxies, that we would be
of unknown origin, as well as just
I need to see some more of them ones that just move mad, bruv. I need to see that. That was here, then it just moves. Gone. I think it's over, man. I think it's over. Get rid of me.
We're back with some awesome UFO sightings. Y'all know I love some colorful commentary, so I'm starting with this one. And it does just disappear.
Blinked out of it. Oh, there she goes again. She blinked in and out of existence.
That reaction at the end is so me. This next sighting occurred in Prague on September.
Can you hear my man? Can you hear my man?
Yeah, just ruined it, man.
That's so me. Alright, allow it. Right, let's keep
Look
going.
how these things swirl around the tower up top. Whatever they are, they stunned the town square. This was captured by airline pilot Mario Bakalov on his flight from Casablanca to Frankfurt.
But then have you seen what they could do with drones now?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Like they can make fucking like I said last time, you know that fucking Spider-Man thing, Far From Home or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Mysterio.
Yeah,
or whatever,
drones.
and he
with
creates all these
fucking,
illusions with drones.
Yeah, hologram shit. But they got
That's what
that technology. They got it.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've
That's
seen
what Project Bluebeam is.
Seen all the faces and all the different patterns and
Bro,
formations.
they might just
and
fake an alien invasion.
Yeah,
that might be all
just
this
kill
shit. No, not
everybody,
even
fam.
kill everyone. That's what's going to
they need
incite
to.
the new world religion, isn't it? Like, well, boom, we all
but they need
unite.
to- Yeah, but they're not gonna do that with a full planet. They want to get rid of half a man at least. You know what I'm saying?
Manos.
Yeah, they want to get rid of half the population. Remember, they said the back in the day, what was it? Oh, if we go over 5 billion people on the planet, it's gonna get peak. Is that like 8 billion now or some shit? You know what I mean?
That's a lot as well. It's a lot to get rid of.
Bill
right?
Gates talking about, oh, we need to get rid of some of the people, and
Man
you know what I
went
mean?
straight
And
to
then we've got
Africa.
coronaviruses and fucking with mosquitoes and labs and shit. Like all this shit is linked, man. I'm telling you, the greater plan.
Right, let's keep it going. Let's see what else is being seen.
Like, look, it's clear, as we can see from the zoomed in, it's clearly a Tic Tac shape, and this thing is zipping across the sky.
It depends how it starts moving. If it starts
Now,
shooting up
personally,
real
this does
fast,
not look like a
stopping,
commercial
going down
aircraft
real
to
fast. You
me.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the maneuvers it put.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking for some of that.
Occurred on September 3rd
Yeah, when
over
you see
North
shit with the
Babylon.
crazy maneuvers, that's when you know
And
it's
as
some
you
real
zoom
shit.
in, you're going to see that, you guessed it, it's another white Tic Tac shaped UFO. A jet being followed by two white Tic Tac shaped UFOs. We just saw the jet fly by. We saw definition. We saw wings. We could tell what those objects are. These clearly do not have wings. These are
So
clearly
just from
Tic
what you
Tac
can
shaped.
see now, what would you say that is?
Especially when you sit alongside the jet stream.
Jet stream.
Being
Because there's two of them either side of the jet stream. I got no idea, bro. Like some sort of
Right, you could say a spherical
Yeah,
drone.
yeah.
That's one possibility.
we
Yeah.
we
Some sort of balloon.
don't know if it's balloons.
So there ain't really much apart from those things that it could be, is it? You know what I mean?
Will I continue with this one or look for another one?
Maybe look for some others or something. See where I go. This is from 2 days ago.
When it comes to video creation,
This is
every
by
detail matters. I
AFO
go to
channel.
Artlist.
Certified. You know what I'm saying?
Recorded from a doorbell camera in Sunrise, Florida. Three lights float
That's
as more
mad,
or
isn't
less
it?
an equilateral triangle before separating.
Again, 3 drones maybe.
Yeah. That could literally be these drones.
What is assumed to be the same event by a different witness was also captured.
Would they be flying in perfect formation like that?
You can't make them do that.
No, they can. You can, but
By speeding the footage
Why?
up, the
Why?
sync
Yeah.
and fluid motion between the
Maybe
objects
just to
becomes
see
even
that's
more apparent.
some new. So
It almost
that's
looks as
definitely
if
not
they're
something that's
attached together in
triangle
some way.
with 3 lights on it. Oh, well, it kind of
make an
does, but I
almost
think that's just where
perfect
the
rotation
lights
as one.
linking up. It kind of does have
This
like a
illustration
separate.
helps us to comprehend the physics-breaking movements of the UFOs documented by the DoD.
At 13,000 miles an hour and change directions instantly. We fly the SR-71.
So yeah, no
at
human will survive that
3,200
moving
miles an
that
hour.
fast.
If you wanted to take a
From
right-hand turn, it would
from
take
like
you roughly
forward
half the
to
state
stop,
of Ohio to do it.
to left, to right.
And yet
You
what
know what I
we're
mean?
seeing are objects
yeah,
that can do 90-degree turns
Mad.
instantly.
The amount of G's exerted after a turn like this would instantly destroy
Did
any
it do a
occupants
perfect
10
like
times
left
over.
as well? Not a curve.
What now?
See the red line?
Yeah.
It's jagged, isn't it?
Yeah. Full 90-degree turn.
There you go. So
Yeah.
it's doing that turn,
Yeah.
instant on a dime.
Yeah.
It's not curving round like the plane.
Nah.
Man, what tech can do that?
This is what they're saying.
Along with vaporizing the craft.
And we're not talking about speeds of 3,200
Mind
miles
you, they
an
got
hour.
them fucking rapid drones now, innit? Have you seen that? And they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
fucking
I've seen
off.
them.
And
But
can-
they don't turn like that.
Nah, not that sharp. That's like a ruler. That's like
crazy,
mathematical, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Your whole shit is getting smushed into the wall, bro.
you know what I'm saying?
At over 13,000
I'm always skeptical of these ones, but that's why I said put military, just so it's some fucking confirmed shit. But
even still, with military shit, it's like, yeah, I don't know about this.
yeah, it looks a bit photoshoppy. Like, I don't know.
Not even photoshoppy. Like they've just put something over there, and they're filming it
It's
from
like
back there.
that's just something in the field. Like,
Yeah,
if that is real, that's crazy.
yeah, it is.
Hide evidence of non-human material?
You know what I'm saying? They
Journalist
just ruin
and
it when they
UFO
start
enthusiast
just
Ross
fucking
Coulthart suggested this in a recent
coming
interview.
with their mythological theories. Nah, this dude is an alien, bro. He's just trying to cover it up. No, guys.
There's
People
no
are going to
aliens.
question what I'm about to say.
Aliens aren't real, bro. Or not, they are real, but they don't look like me.
Yeah, why?
They look like reptiles and fucking demons and that. Nah,
Why has he got a picture of Hitler behind him?
Where?
Yeah.
No.
It's not
I bet not. Imagine that. Just chilling.
Mad, like, what's going on? Right, let's see what he's got to say. Let's see what he's got.
What if some of that is so big it can't be moved?
Is that what you're saying, Ross? Is that what you've been told?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
How big is big?
Big. So big they built a building over it. In a country outside of the United States of America.
Nah, this guy's trying to sell a book, man. Telling you, I don't trust them dons. What the fuck is that? Giant Dorito.
Look like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Again, with our fucking
Footage
studio
of a US
quality
military
fucking
certified
shit. Now,
UFO
like, it's
was
only these
released at
type
the
of
Senate
things. Yeah,
hearings
these
earlier
ones
this
like.
year. They don't know what the object is or what it could be.
Even these ones could be faked in
the
it.
screen, there it
no,
goes,
that wasn't
and then the
nothing.
camera will slew to follow it. You'll see it pop in and out of the field of view there.
And that is weird though. They have been
This
seeing
is
them
essentially
a lot in
all
like,
of the
Iraq
data
and
we
stuff,
have
innit?
associated with this event from
Like
some
when they're
years
just
ago.
surveying the area and that.
U.S. intelligence states that over 50% of UFO witness
That's why I think
reports
it's like
from
tech,
aviation
man. They're
employees
just trying
are
this
of the
tech out over
metallic
there.
orb class.
Metallic orbs, you know.
Next, I have added a handful of sightings that struck me as similar.
That's what Kang flies, isn't it? Got the time sphere.
Yeah, man. The way that dipped. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. No human creation can move that. I don't reckon.
Oh Lord, yeah, that was mad. That was mad.
Do you get what I mean? That's speeds. That's teleportation almost. It's not, but it is. Like, it's moving that quick. What's this on a game? Blow up some warships and that.
Lock off some shit.
Any like zoomed in pic, I can't really fuck with. Only if it's.
This is the problem with where we're at with all.
There's so much fakery, yeah, that you got to swim through the fakery just to find the real
And
shit.
it's not even like necessarily fakery. It could not be fakery because of the low levels. Can't say yes or no, innit?
But it's like these fucking Yeti Hunter series, and they never get a concrete
Ghost Hunter is sick. It's one of the best programs ever.
20, no, maybe like 40 series of, you know what I mean? Each series has got like 12 episodes of Ghost Hunters, and they don't got a
and
single
was observed
ghost.
through
Bro.
a thermal sensor in the ship's
You know what I'm
combat
saying?
center. Filmmaker Jeremy Corbell released the Navy video weeks ago and says similar events were reported by 8 other Navy.
Because the other thing for me is all these military release things about the military in general. No military is just free info. We don't hear about nothing. We don't get no info about. We don't get no drone strike footage, really. Not at the rate we're getting this shit.
It's only when they get gripped or there's like a whistleblower, but even that shit could be
That's what I'm
fraud. Is that
saying.
like, you know
So,
what I mean?
like, why am I just dishing this out? But anyway, let's.
Navy ships in the same area over 3 days.
Mark bearing and range. There was numerous warships that are having similar appears
I've seen
to be
this guy on Joe
coordinated
Rogan chatting about aliens and things, fam.
I just think there's
Some people, yeah, I don't know.
shenanigans over there. Chill shenanigans.
But yeah, man, that's.
Should we lock it? Yeah, we
Let's lock
definitely
it,
have
man. It's
gone
been
fucking to the other side and beyond.
But so, to end the video, your conclusion on all of this shit. What is your theory?
Oh, we're not alone. We're
behind-
100% not alone. That's been my theory for a long time now.
So you believe aliens are real, and you believe
we're
they
not
are...
alone.
Wait till the end.
That's
Listen,
it. I don't know. I don't know innit, outside of that, but I believe there's more to suggest that we're not alone than that we are.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. All the minor like details of why and where and how and all that. I don't know none of that, innit?
Yeah.
But my belief is that just on if what I'm told about everything is right, space and all that, there has to be, innit?
Yeah. That's it. That's how I feel. I'm with you on that. It's lit. That's it.
It's lit, man. You know what I'm saying? Aliens, bro.
Yeah, man. And that has been a sensational 2-hour stream. More time.
It's more time, man.
Hitting up the X-Files. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll be back with some more controversial conspiracy theory driven.
Yeah, man. Let us know in the
content.
comments how you're feeling. If you watch this, hit a like, obviously, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah,
but
man,
also
subscribe,
let us know in the
man.
comments how you feel. How do you feel about aliens?
Yeah, man. Are they real?
Yeah,
Are
man.
they here?
Come on. Let us know. All right, but for now, I've been Axel Holy.
I've been the Flying Monk.
This has been the More Time podcast.
More time is more time.
And we out. Boop.
Salute.